when people believe in you, you feel belief. And I feel like for my team especially, like the more we can believe in each other and the more that we can feel that bunch of people out there believe in us, is just going to keep us riding on this wave of just believing and always, driving and staying focused on the main thing. So
I love that.
it's not luck, it's just belief to me.
Rolling and everything. Okay. Well, we just found out that Kody's lactose intolerant.
Yes.
we're not
Partially.
Gonna sit down and have our chocolate milk at the creamery today.
No. But it's partial. Like, I like food with cheese though.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's like a toss up. Like pizza, tacos, enchiladas.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Like
you love.
milk? No.
Okay, all
Can't
right.
do milk.
Well, we won't give you any milk today. We don't want you to be sick before the weekend.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about football, right? Because we all love football, and I think you do too. And we're here on the set of a shoot that we're about to do.
Yes.
So you're getting prettified, even though you don't need it.
No, yes, I do.
But tell me, Kody, you've been battling an injury.
Yes.
Right? So from camp, how's it going?
It's been pretty rough. Just because you have these expectations coming into the season of what you want to accomplish personally, but also with your teammates, and get the things done that you kind of have set stepping into season, and then an injury happens, like a hamstring that's nagging you 24/7. So just finding a balance and understanding that adversity is going to be a part of my life, no matter the circumstances, no matter where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
But finding outlets and ways to keep the main thing, which is getting back and making sure that I'm with my teammates and doing my job. So
yeah.
But I played this past game against TCU.
Yes.
We didn't have the best game ever. We're going to get back to it, but it was just fun to be out there and play the whole game. So
yeah. Well, and you had some of your first receptions, right?
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yes.
It's got to feel good.
Yes.
Get those out of the way.
Yes. Get those jitters out the way.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. But how did it feel to be back on the field finally?
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing. Just like obviously when you're not, winning and executing the way I know I can, it's kind of hard to see past the beauty of just being able to be out there and still play a game, and still be able to realize that I'm blessed to be able to be out there, even though I missed a couple games early on.
Yeah.
But other than that, I felt I was very gracious. I was very it was a humbling moment for me just being out there. So
yeah. Now that you're part of the Big 12, you got some big games coming up.
Yes.
I mean, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Is there a game you're like, oh, can't wait for this one?
I think for me, every game since I missed a couple games early, I'm ready for every game.
Okay.
I don't think of any specific game as the game or like what I'm looking forward to. Each and every week, I'm wanting just to dial in and make my preparation as heavy and as concentrated and as focused as possible.
Yeah. So
that I can capitalize off of every opportunity that I'm faced with.
Love that. So what does game day preparation look like for you?
It's a lot of I don't talk that much. Like I'm pretty vibrant in the locker room during the week. I'm pretty vibrant with my peers and my coaches during the week, but when game time comes around, I'm not an energy type guy. Like I need to focus, I need to be quiet, I need to lock in. I don't want to smile, I don't want to talk, I don't want to be around too many people, I don't want noise. I want my headphones on, and I just want to think about and visualize the plays that I'm going to make. So that's most of the preparation, just visualizing.
Yeah.
Because we do so much preparing and going over film study and going over plays during the week that game day, I don't even want to look at the call sheet. I just want to visualize me making those plays that I've already prepared for.
I love that. Well, and you're reserving your energy for when you need it. Yeah, I love that. Over the course of your football career, what's your favorite moment on the field?
I'll probably say, just because it was the most recent of my career, would be Notre Dame.
Okay.
Just like that game for me was just so meaningful. And like I said, it just allowed me to be so gracious and have ultimate humility to be in a stage, to be on a stage like that, to be in an environment like that, to be my name be called upon and I come through. That was probably one of the greatest moments ever.
Yeah,
in my
that's
life,
fair. So cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much history.
Yes.
There, right?
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I love it. I know football hasn't always been your number one sport, right?
It's been on and off in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us what's the other one?
So I've recently played a lot of golf, and
all
my teammates be like, "Dude, you're a golfer," but like when I was younger, I really loved basketball and baseball. So I love kind of all of them.
Okay.
But now football is my everything. Like this game has blessed me so much, just with life lessons, and like I said, I always want to keep the main thing, and with this being something that I can catapult my life in a great trajectory in the trend that I'm on right now, and I just want to stay on that steady path. And like I said, like younger, having all of those other sports was fun, and now having golf as an outlet to kind of get away from football and practice and all that type of stuff. But I'm in season, is like I want to lock in when it's football time,
Absolutely.
So, and make that the main thing. So yeah.
A lot happening in the NFL lately, right? Some former players, teammates that are seeing great success. Who's your favorite player in the NFL? Maybe not just right now, but ever.
Favorite player in the NFL? Julian Edelman.
Okay.
Julian Edelman, a receiver from the Patriots.
Okay.
I got to talk on him on the phone a couple times. My uncle connected me with him. He was supposed to come to that Notre Dame game, but he couldn't make it. Yeah, but just watching his story and his resilience, and just he's an undersized guy, but one of the most counted on guys.
Yeah.
That makes plays in big time moments anytime that he's needed. In my eyes, and some of the greatest players to ever play. So
yeah.
That's probably my favorite player ever.
I love that. I love that. So I don't know if you've ever played fantasy football or not, but if you could choose your number one QB and number one receiver,
yes,
who would they be?
So right now, I'm going to have to say Tua Tagovailoa from the Dolphins, and then Puka. It's not even close. Like the dude is I'm so mad I didn't draft him. Chase Roberts drafted, my teammate Chase Roberts drafted Puka, the first pick in the draft, and everybody looked at him like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it's a whole bunch of dudes, and then now this dude is doing better than everybody in fantasy.
Everyone.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So I took that on the chin. I wish I could have drafted Puka.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I love that. What's been the most impactful advice or words of encouragement that you've been given over the course of all of the coaches you've had? I mean, obviously not just coaches, right? You're getting advice from all kinds of people all the time. Football coach, otherwise, what does that look like? Just a piece of advice that you're like, okay, this has stuck with me over the course of all of the years of being in athletics, right?
I think the biggest one probably is, are you going to cry about it or do something about it? And Coach Kalani just talked to us yesterday. 10% of your life is what's acted upon you, and 90% is how you react or how you act upon your circumstance.
I love that.
So, and then I have another mentor, Casey Ball, who I talked to, and we read this book, As a Man Thinketh.
Okay.
And it ties into that your perception of your reality is truly what you're going to become, and is going to become your own perception of and how others perceive you.
Yes.
So I think that's the greatest advice that I can think of right now, that it's been something like right now that's been kind of affecting me, and kind of something that I look forward to every day.
Yeah, because like you said, adversity is going to happen regardless, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I love that. You get to act and decide what the next thing is.
Yes.
Very, very cool. So this might be a no-brainer. You kind of maybe already answered it. What do you like to do in the off-season, maybe besides golf?
Yes. Golf has everything else beat.
Okay.
But this summer, I really want to take time and possibly take a vacation, like a true vacation, somewhere tropical, and just get away.
Yeah.
I think that some of the best times that I had in my life, or of course dealing with sports, like some of the best years I had with sports, before a season started, I was able to get away and
Okay.
like take my mind away from all the responsibilities, take my mind all the way from the anxiety and stresses of my time and what I devote to football, of course.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be something that has to happen this offseason.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Tropical. Well, what's on your
I was
mind?
thinking about Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then I have family that are Belizean, so Belize.
Okay.
It's another tropical place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be beautiful. I love it. Have you been lucky enough to meet some of your sports heroes?
Have I? I don't think so.
You haven't met any of them yet. Who are a few of the people that come to mind when I say sports hero?
See, I met Julio Jones,
'Kay.
wide receiver from the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Well, he's known for being a wide receiver. I met him. We were at Javier's. I was at Javier's with my mom before I came to be. Well, no, this was before. No, I'm telling it all. So I was at Javier's with my mom and my friend Soraya and her mom, and we were eating. And I saw Julio Jones like sitting in a booth like this. And it was before I was getting recruited heavily.
Okay.
And I just walked over to him and I just introduced myself. I said, "Hey, hello, I'm Kody Epps. Nice to meet you." He said, "I'm Julio." I said, "I'm not getting recruited that heavily, but I'm grinding. I'm going hard, and I wanna play at the next level. Do you have any advice?" And he told me, like, at the end of the day, you can only go to one school. Like, one school is where you can go. So don't think about all the outside noise and who's hot and all that type of stuff. Just focus on who wants you and where do you want to be. So that's kind of the number one story that I have of meeting somebody at the level that I want to be at.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Props to you for taking the opportunity to go talk to him
Yeah,
too.
I
That's
know.
way cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Off season, when you're not training, what's your favorite meal? We know it's not milk.
No milk.
If you're just like, man, I cannot wait to eat this, right?
Ruth Chris.
Yeah.
Ruth Chris.
Hands down. Okay.
Hands down. Get the ribeye. Get the sweet potato casserole. Get the lobster mac. Get some water with lemon. Call it a night. That's the meal that I love to eat in the off season.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's say there are maybe some kids out there that obviously are looking up to Kody. What do you have to say to them?
It's always hard for me in those situations because I'm still a kid in my eyes at times.
Yes.
And I still have to look in the mirror and say, what can I do better and what can I perfect on and how can I be better and all those things. So the biggest thing for me would just be to say, find your lane, find what motivates you, and go after it.
I love that.
Find your lane, find what motivates you, and go after it. I don't have like a spill of who you should become or like what you should do every morning, make your bed and all. I don't have a spill like that because I'm not that person.
Yeah.
Each and every year, each and every season, I almost feel like a hermit crab. Like my shell is moving and I'm finding different ways to function and I'm finding different ways to think and all that stuff. So I don't have any set,
Do XYZ.
Thank you. I don't have a plan like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just in my lane. I have things that motivate me. They fluctuate and I just keep going.
I love that.
So
I love that.
When people believe in you, you feel belief. And I feel like for my team especially, like the more we can believe in each other and the more that we can feel that a bunch of people out there believe in us, it's just going to keep us riding on this wave of just believing and always, driving and staying focused on the main thing. So
I love that.
It's not luck. It's just belief to me. Just believe.
We're sending you all the belief.
Yes. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on our podcast.
Yeah,
You're awesome.
Thank
you. Hopefully we'll see you again next season.
Yes. Thank you.